From when I was a kid and a child, so many things in Christianity didn't make sense to me. I remember asking my Bible teacher at just 7 years old, why do we celebrate the birth of Jesus on December 25th? I learned when I said that it was scientifically proven that Jesus was not even born on Christmas. Another question. How is the Holy Trinity one person? And why was this Trinity created long after Jesus died? Why do we pray to Jesus and not God? I remember when I was about 14 years old, I figured out that, I shouldn't be praying to Jesus, so I stopped praying to Jesus at 14 years old, 15 years old, and I prayed to God. If we would say grace at supper, they would say Jesus. In my head and in my heart, I was saying God. I would replace the word. Anyways, aside from this, so I was very close-minded when I went to college. So the people that I met, the Muslim friends that I met, they really opened my eyes to Islam. Then eventually I started to read the Quran for myself. It was about, a year and a half of me being in the college. So I was 19 and a half. And I wanted to read Quran, so that night, there was a night during Ramadan, it was the iftar during Ramadan, and I was at my friend's house. She's also a convert, and I asked her if I could borrow her Quran. I was really interested in reading it. Even that moment, I did not know that I wanted to convert. I did not have any idea that I wanted to convert. Until this moment, nothing opened my eyes to converting. I was interested in the other cultures, the religion itself, but I just was not interested in converting myself. So I asked her if I could borrow her Quran, and she said yes, but she said she wanted it back because it was her first one, which I could totally understand. Eventually she did get it back, but she got it back about 6 months ago. I gave it back to her. So I was at a fellow convert's house, and she gave me her Quran, so I went home that night, and I decided to read. So I opened up the Quran, subhanallah, and I just felt like this wave of fresh air just flew into my lungs, into my heart. And I started reading the Quran, and my heart just became so full of love. And I saw that God, He was guiding me to Islam. It took me 6 months after I read Quran, and that moment I felt that night, to take my Shahada. Only a few people knew about it at the time. Even now, my family does not know I'm Muslim. It's crazy, right? I'm making these videos and they don't even know. They suspect it because I wear a scarf and I pray and I fast and I practice the religion. But I've never just straight up told them because I'm very scared and worried. I don't want to hurt them. I'm not going to go back, but I don't want to hurt their feelings. It's very, very emotional to tell your family that you're not the religion anymore. Especially a religion your family hates because they don't know anything about it and they just think really bad things about it. So it's very hard for me to just tell them. So I'm sure these videos will make it clear to them now that I'm Muslim, and hopefully it'll be easy for them to handle. I just want to say, in addition to every time that I read the Quran and every time that I pray, it feels exactly like the first time, every single time that I read the Quran. SubhanAllah, it's a beautiful feeling, and it comforts me and it makes me feel great. And